morning, everybody. It is Friday, November 28th. I hadn't think about it. My name is Karen, and this is BobbleHeadKnits. So welcome, everybody. This is the post-Thanksgiving Black Friday edition of my vlog. And I've got some finished objects to show you. They are not knitting, though. So instead, you get to see my sewing. Before we proceed, I just want to apologize if you hear noise from the other room. Life is happening here, so yeah, there's gonna be noise. All right, let's go. First off, I sewed 2 project bags. These are technically only the second and third bags that I've sewn. And so the first one, okay, it has some issues, but I finished it, and that's all I'm going to say. All right. Here it is. Is that not the cutest little thing here? This was a pattern that I bought on Etsy. I cannot remember the name. I want to say it's Cocolot and Company. Put it down there. It was very cheap. She had some videos, not the best videos, but enough that I was able to put it together. So there were 3 sizes of bags, and I made the large and extra large. They're not quite large and extra large as much as I need it or want it, but they're usable. So this bag is a large bag. It's not very large, but it's perfect for a couple Advent skeins that I can't show you and the project that I'm going to make with it. So the issues I had with this, and these are totally because I'm a new sewer, okay? Sewist. Well, one, this red strip up at the top is supposed to have a string in it so you can draw it, but I sewed it too close to the edge so the string wouldn't fit. I can get a narrower string, but this was like my practice one, so it's fine the way it is. I put the handles in, they're fine, and I don't really need the drawstring, so that's what I did. So not as good cutting, like I was off right here and sewing, so that little thing's flipping out. Yeah, that's about it. Oh, and I didn't follow the pattern on the bottom, so where hers sat flat, mine are kind of curved and don't sit flat. So yes, but on the second one I did better. So yes, it came out very nice. I have a ton of this fabric left, so I probably will make another project bag using it. Not this year though. I realized while I was sewing, I don't enjoy sewing as much as I do knitting. So sewing is like a every now and then thing, kind of hobby, but not something I'll be doing regularly. I thought I could just whip out 2 bags in a day. It took me like 2 days because, well, I had to cut everything, and then I sewed 1 bag, and I was like, okay, I've lost interest. So I went on, did something else, and then the next day I sewed the next one. All right, next bag, because it did get better. This next bag has a whip in it, an active whip that I can show you. So this one is the mushrooms in the forest bag. Look at that. This one came out much better. The bottom is flat, you can see there. And I was able to use the cording to make a drawstring. I did not do the handles on this bag. You can do handles. I did not because, frankly, I was over the handles by the time. The handles were like dinging me up here And so I was like, don't do handles on this one, just do a drawstring. These I consider both of them practice bags. So, you know, like I was just seeing what works for me. So this bag is actually very big. Look at that, it's really big. Yeah, don't look there because there were some issues following her directions. But it is a nice roomy bag, and it has a cardigan in it. I'll show it to you. It's my grandson's cardi. I'll show you in a bit. But very happy with it. And yeah, I again have a lot of this fabric left. So next Christmas I'll make a different bag with it, we hope. All right, quick, we need to get a thumbnail. Let's hope we get a thumbnail. All right, this is not, for those of you new here, this is not a sewing channel. Don't be mistaken. I bought a sewing machine in August. I decided I would take some classes, I would learn how to sew some basic project bags. And so that's all this is. You will not see me knitting or sewing like complete outfits or anything. Yeah. All right. So that was it for the finished objects, but I was really pleased with it. I just don't, you know, sewing is not as relaxing to me yet. My stitching is getting better. You can kind of see it there. It's better. And Amber, hi Amber, my friend Amber, Better Stitches. Amber Ambi Marie Knits. You should watch her if you're not. She had recommended a little thing that she got at I want to say a fiber show. I can't remember. But I got one, Amber. I'll show it to you in acquisitions. So hang on. All right. That's it for new item or finished objects. Let's do some whips. All right. Living in my mushrooms in the snowy forest bag is, let's see, we have the Gramps cardigan by Tin Can Knits. I'm knitting this for Atticus. It's a little bit of a mess right now because I'm in the middle of a row, but I am on the body of the sweater. Got the sleeves are on hold. By the way, I don't know how many of you have these stitch holders that are big safety pins. They're the best. I mean, barber cords are fine, but these are the best. Not gonna lie, I'm gonna get some more of those. All right, this is the Grams cardigan. Let's get back to seriousness here. This is for my 2-year-old grandson, and I knit that much pretty much in a week because I was, I think maybe I had like that much of the yoke done the last time you saw me, so I'm making good progress on it. So yes, I'm gonna take this with me today. I have a busy day, so I will take it with me and focus on that. I'm knitting it in Wool of the Andes, and this yarn, last week I told you I did not know the name. It actually I do know the name. Hang on. It is Wool of the Andes. Hold on. Oh, Solstice Heather. Solstice Heather. I thought it wasn't. It is. And then this is another something Heather. I can't remember what it's called, but this will be the collar and the button band and all. So pretty nice. I'm starting to look at buttons. That's a whole nother trap or a whole nother like dark hole to fall down. I'm like, ooh, custom made buttons. Those are really like handmade buttons. Like those. So don't be surprised if I show you like a bunch of buttons any day now. All right. Speaking of cardigans, I did knit on my daughter-in-law's cardigan, and I am almost through sleeve 1. This one has been moved from a Christmas gift to a birthday gift. Unfortunately, my daughter-in-law's birthday is 5 days after Christmas, so it's probably not going to get done because I have a whole nother sleeve to knit. There's the one. I'm just getting ready to finish the sleeve. I have the whole other sleeve to knit and the whole body, so probably will not be a birthday gift item. What can I say? That's being knit in Malabrigo Rios in the colorway Scorpio. All right, and that is living in a bag that my friend Amber made. Ambi Marie Knits. Oh, let me turn it around so you can see the full thing. Amber, I realize the amount of work that went into this, and I'm in awe of you. So I am a long way from being able to sew anything this beautiful. All right, next up. Okay, my husband's sock, which is living in the fat squirrel bag. And this sock was a Christmas in July cast on it. Yes, it's taken me months. I have one completely done. I'll show it to you. Sorry, I have to reach over. I'm stiff this morning. My back is sore. I did dishes last night. And standing for that long in the kitchen on our hardwood floors, my back hurts. All right. This is the Botanic sock by Stephen West. It's a Christmas gift for my husband. He knows I'm knitting it though. And that's the one that I do have done. And then I started the other one and I stalled, and I just picked it back up yesterday or 2 days ago, and I am almost done. So here it is. As you can see, I've attached most of the top of the foot to the bottom of the foot that I knit. I think the last time you saw this, it had the heel. It was like the top of the foot, top of the leg and the heel, and that was it. And oh, it had the top of the foot. And then I had started to attach everything and I mucked it up. And so I had to start over, and yeah, I lost steam after having to start over. But I picked it up 2 days ago, Wednesday night, and I did that much. Where Santa is where I was Wednesday night, where Santa is hanging there, right there. So I knit quite a bit yesterday on this. So this will probably be a finished object by next week. Yes, very happy with it. And my husband's really liking these Stephen West socks. I gave him another pair of Stephen West socks that I had knit, one of the mystery sock patterns that Stephen puts out in the summer. And he loves that sock. So I'm hoping that these socks fit him spot on, and that Stephen will be my go-to for sock patterns for my husband. We'll see though. So yes, I really love this pattern and really love the weight of this sock. It's fingering weight, but it feels sturdier. As my husband said, it has a lot more, the Stephen West pattern or sock that he's been wearing has a lot more structure than the other socks I've given him. So yeah, we'll see. Yes, I do like Stephen's patterns for socks, so might need to make myself one. All right, hang on. Let me get everything put away. All right, the other project that I knit on a little bit, I need to focus on it more and I need to finish it. That was Olivia the elephant, who's sitting right there. That was her skirt. And so I finished both of the underskirts, and I'll show them to you. They're on a spare set of needles. So these are 2 skirts. You can see it, the underskirts, the petticoat, if you will. They're both done. And then I have been knitting the tutu itself. And right now it's just a big old pink round circle. So it is fine knitting. It's one of those ones I just need to sit down and focus on, you know. So hopefully by next week that'll be done too. I still have the sweater to knit. So let me show you the full outfit. Here's the full outfit. My daughter, who I'm making this for, does not want the ballet slippers. And you can't tell, but she, Olivia here, has a leotard on. And I'm not knitting the leotard. I'm knitting the sweater after I finish the skirt, and then it'll be done. So, all right. Hang on. Okay. All right, yes, that is coming along. I think that's it as far as things I knit on. I knit a little bit on the dish class. Our Christmas plans got thrown up in the air. I'll tell you about it later. So I'm doing all these dish class and to give to people Christmas Eve. And now I may not be seeing as many Christmas Eve guests as we thought. So I may not knit as many dish class as I needed to originally, but we'll see. I might still do it. All right, that's it for whips. And what else? Oh, I have some stash enhancements. Let me get them. Okay. I'm trying to look around here to just figure out what I'm going to show you. Just show it to you. All right, I bought this Sorella yarn, and this was from one of her Airs Yarn Club releases. And you don't know what the yarn is until she comes out with it. Like, it's a mystery, basically. So I bought this because I was like, I need some solid sock yarn, solid colors. I'm trying to get more solid color sock yarns now. So I was like, oh, I'll just get this one and see how I like it and then go from there. Well, I picked the wrong one to get because this is it. It's fine. It's beautiful. Okay. So I got it on the cashmere sock base. It's beautiful, right? It really is. I don't really care for the color. The color is okay. It's just not one that I gravitate towards. So, you know, that's the danger of getting mystery sock yarns. So, yes. It was from her Red album. It's called State of Grace. I don't know, I guess I thought red, it would be red. And it is kind of a red, but it's more like a brick red, and yeah. So it's fine. I'll use it, but yeah. I need to quit buying single skeins of sock yarn. No doubt I'll do some more before the end of the year, but I really do need to. Yeah. We will be at some point in the next few weeks doing a state of the stash, what I plan on doing in 2026. So yeah. All right, this next acquisition, there are a few, are sewing things, okay? And I got these mainly, all right, so Amber at Amber Marie Knits got this cool little, it was this little plastic thing that you set on your sewing machine to help you keep the stitches straight. Hers was really cute. Mine is not. Mine is just this little metal thing. Can you see it? Yes. It came after I did the bags. And I haven't tried it yet. But yeah, I did get it because I wanted to see if that would help with my stitching, like not being straight. So I'll try it. So while I was getting that, I also picked up a bunch of just sewing clips. They're these little things. I had some, but I wanted to get some more because they are really handy. I actually prefer them over the little needles. So yeah, I got those. And they threw in a few extras, so yeah. So that'll go into my sewing toolbox, I guess you would call it. I got them at this place called Madam Sew, and the reason I got it, actually, Wirecutter, the New York Times Wirecutter, had a article on the getting one of these and how it improves your sewing. I was just Googling sewing machine, stitch guide, magnet things to see if I could find one like Amber's, and this came up in a Wirecutter story. So I was like, I'll just get it from the company they recommended. It was not Amazon, so I was happy about that. And then I got this and everything. It was really cheap. Yeah, so yeah, we'll see how if it helps or not. I don't have any plans to sew anymore this holiday season. Well, partly, hang on, you're gonna hear some crinkling because I'm dumping some things, but partly you're not gonna hear, or I'm not sewing anymore during the holidays because this is my office, my work office, and I do have my yarn stored in here, so I also call it my yarn room. I don't really have a place to leave my sewing machine out. I've been sewing on the coffee table, or not the coffee table, the dining room table, and which is fine. And my husband's real, like cool with that. But I don't like to leave everything out there because it just takes up a lot of space and it's messy. And we live in a small house. So I don't want to leave it all sitting out, basically. So one day maybe I'll be enough into sewing that when I am ready to retire, which is like tomorrow, I'm joking, I'm close in age though, then I will maybe turn my office into more an appropriate craft room with a sewing machine, table, and all that. But yeah, so that's a long way of saying I don't plan on sewing regularly. Yeah. All right, that is it for stash enhancements. All right, as far as what is going to be going on in December, because December is next week, I will be doing, well, I will not be doing Vlogmas. I am a little too busy with work and all that, so I am instead gonna just do some extra episodes, some more just unusual episodes for me. I actually have one that I'm going to post most likely on Monday, so watch for that. With any luck, I'll do a few more extra episodes in December, so we'll see. What else? Trying to think what else. Guess that's it as far as nitty stuff. All right, if you are not sticking around for life and all that, I get it. For the rest of you sticking around, life, what's going on? Let's see, we had Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving was lovely. My husband cooked. We do not do a traditional Thanksgiving, so he made lasagna, but he does it on Thanksgiving extra special. He makes the noodles from scratch. He does everything from scratch, and it was phenomenal. And we had my sister and her husband, and then my daughter-in-law's brother and his girlfriend, and then both of our kids. My daughter-in-law and our grandson, they were out of town, so it was just a nice little celebration. We had a good time, and that was yesterday. So I worked a short week, and next week will be a short week too. Today we're gonna, I have a doctor's appointment here in a bit, and just doing a bunch of errand type stuff, going on a lunch date with my husband, all that. Yeah, might go to a train show. Ooh, exciting. Might go to a train show tomorrow. We'll see. It's in Loveland, so I'm in Denver, and it's supposed to snow tomorrow, our first snow of the year. So if it does, we probably won't go, but if it doesn't, we might go. All right, no reading and watching because really did not read and watch anything. All right, I'm gonna let y'all go. Have a very enjoyable weekend, and I will be back Monday. All right, talk to you later. Bye.